According to Scott Catalogue, counterfeits are stamps specially created to defraud stamp-issuing governments. They've been around since the early days of postage stamps, with the earliest known counterfeiting scheme discovered by postal inspectors in 1897. The operation was centered around the 1894 2-cent George Washington stamp. The stamps were sold through an ad in the Chicago Tribune in 1895, although the operation was actually headed up by the Canadian Novelty and Supply Company in Hamilton, Ontario. Officials put a stop to their operation and the culprits were arrested. Since officials seized many of the counterfeit stamps, they are quite scarce today. As you may have guessed, this was only the beginning of counterfeit U.S. stamps. Today, many counterfeits are printed in China and sold in the U.S., Canada, Europe, Australia, and other countries. It's estimated the USPS has lost over $1 billion in revenue as a result of counterfeiters. Modern counterfeiters take advantage of stamp buyers by charging significantly lower prices than current postage rates. That's one way you can identify potential counterfeits. Looking at stamp appearance, however, telling genuine from counterfeit can be tricky. In fact, Scott Catalogue created a specialized catalog of United States counterfeits in 2023 to attempt to keep track of some of the most common versions of counterfeits. Here are a few examples of counterfeits Mystic owns and some tips for distinguishing them from the genuine versions. This is a 2-cent Washington stamp issued in 1926. On the left, you'll see the genuine stamp, US number 634. On the right is a counterfeit. If you use a perforation gauge, you'll notice the genuine stamp measures 11 by 10.5, while the counterfeit is 11.9. The counterfeit also has a less crisp design than the genuine stamp. In this case, Scott Catalogue values the counterfeit stamp higher than the genuine, as far fewer exist. This is a 3-cent Jefferson stamp issued in 1938. The genuine stamp, US number 807, is on the left. The counterfeit, CF1, on the right. The counterfeit is close to the genuine stamp in color, but background lines are less distinct and may be connected by splotches of ink. Perforations may be irregular. The counterfeit also has no horizontal gum breakers, while the genuine does. This is another case where the counterfeit is valued higher than the genuine stamp. Here's a different counterfeit example of number 807, CF2. This one is easy to identify as counterfeit as it is imperforate, while the genuine stamp is perforated 11 by 10.5. These are 5 2017 Sharks Forever stamps. The genuine stamps, US number 5223 to 27, are on the left. The counterfeits, CF1, are on the right. The microprinting on the counterfeits is unreadable and the design borders look dotted. The genuine stamps have legible microprinting and crisp design borders. You'll also notice the coloration of the counterfeit stamps is slightly off compared to the genuine stamps. Here are a few more examples of modern stamps and their counterfeit versions. The most important thing to remember today to avoid scam artists selling counterfeit stamps is to always purchase your stamps from a reliable source, such as the post office or trusted dealer like Mystic. For more in-depth information on counterfeit U.S. postage stamps, check out the link in the description below. That's all for now. Until next time, happy collecting.